Hey guys, this is the reading for May 6th to May 12th. We're using the Archangel Raphael deck because I went forward on that one, and the Angel Therapy deck because this was a very harsh week, the week that we had just gotten. On Sunday, which is May 7th, there's a full moon, but it's a very special full moon. Apparently the moon is very close to Earth, and so the moon exerts effects on our biorhythms, and so it affects our heart rate and blood pressure and stuff like that. And so on full moons, they've shown this statistically. There's a psychiatrist in Miami who wrote the book. I actually worked with him years ago. That there's more suicides, deaths, arguments, car accidents. People are just agitated or more emotional and moody. And unfortunately, if you had a rough week, that's why people were really affected by this particular planetary issue. So that's why I wanted some healing. So let's just get to the message. So the beginning of the week we have faith. It says, "Dear Jesus and Archangel Raphael, thank you for boosting my faith so I may trust in miracles." Basically, you've lost faith because of what may have happened. And so they're just here to reassuring you, to say, please don't lose faith. There's still good that's coming. And I always hear for this deck that I should be checking the book, because I always feel like there's a couple more meanings than what I'm getting. There's a good reason for, okay, so the thing that you're thinking about, of all your concerns, the major concern, please be optimistic about it. Whether this is the career, the new car you're wanting, your children that you're trying to mold into wonderful human beings. They're saying to pray. They're saying to please use a health stress management. If you guys aren't exercising enough and drinking enough water, especially at this point since the weather is getting warmer, please do so, because they are not going to stop giving me this message until you guys do so, including myself. I mean, this is also for me too. Avoid naysayers. That's another thing. If people are being mean or negative with you, please ignore them. Please ignore them. Send them with love. Send them pink light, send them purple light. Just, if you need be, wear earplugs. I actually have a client who I actually advise to wear earplugs at a certain location because he's really kind of in a bad situation. And trust the person or situation that you're inquiring about. So if you have a particular love interest or a friend that you're kind of considering trusting with certain information, this is a good sign. This is a sign that you can go ahead with it. But again, it's timing. We can't rush anything. If anything, we've learned anything, it's basically that we have to sit patiently and wait. And I know all of us are sick of hearing that, but believe me, I am right there with you. So right there with you, I can't even tell you. Okay. So that was the message, and the corresponding one was crystals. The energy of crystals supports you and helps you with your present situation. So basically, this is like, I hope you guys are sleeping with crystals. I hope you're carrying one in the car. I hope you're actually wearing jewelry. If you notice, I always wear real jewelry. I've got the garnet on, so it actually helps you with clairaudience. You can hear messages really. If you have a choice between real gold or fake gold or silver, the same thing, please try to get the real stuff and maybe just one or two pieces. I know that sometimes, especially the prices have gone crazy, just because the real stuff actually does help elevate your frequency, and it helps you manifest, and I want that for you because it'll help you. You're trying to do so much as it is, and this will just kind of help bring in the goodness. Okay, so crystals. In fact, let me show you something that I actually have. Those are my slippers. I'll just show you one of my Lemurian crystals. You can tell it's Lemurian because see how it's shaded pink almost? It's kind of a dull color. You can tell it's not quite the usual quartz. That's how you know it's Lemurian. Love this piece. It's got such power and love to it. I really feel loved whenever I hold it. Okay, the middle of the week is good night's sleep. You were so stressed last week They're just asking you to make sure you get enough sleep. I actually heard of one client, I mean, when I heard her sleep schedule, I knew why she was like looking the way she was. So the message is, it says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me relax and sleep deeply, for I know you're guiding, healing, and protecting me while I rest. This is also the message about, remember I told you guys to say, and I hope you are, I don't know, some of you may have forgotten this, Dear God and angels, please heal me while I sleep. Please heal me spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. Please give me the information I need to know for the next phase of my life step so I'm able to do it and step into my divine purpose, and so I'm able to step into my power and feel wonderful and empowered at all times. If you do that every night, you are, even if you don't remember the details, because I don't remember anything, and it's frustrating as all out heck, because I've been doing this prayer for years. I mean, some of you are just joining us, and I understand that. I'm not, by no means am I criticizing you, but some of us have been doing this stuff for years, and we're still not remembering stuff. But I can tell you, when I do it, I wake up actually feeling like, oh my God, it's going to be good. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know when. And that's kind of a lifesaver because I'm tired of stressing, especially with stuff that's happened. I have to tell you, it's not been pretty. My dog ate another neighbor's pet right in front of the kid. So yeah, it was not pretty. Now I have to replace that. So for those of you who are wondering why the camera is not better, don't wonder, okay? Because Dr. Lily has to make unexpected purchases like that. All right, you are profoundly clairvoyant. The angels are saying, trust what you see in your mind's eye as well as with your physical eye, for your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. This is the part about where some of you really wonder if you can trust your intuition about certain things, like, you know you have that love interest in your life, and you're just wondering if it's really real, and then they show you like his name or her name, or they'll show you something that reminds you of that person, like their favorite song or something. They're saying trust. If you've asked for signs, you will get the signs. And let me tell you, with this person that I'm dealing with, holy God, everything I pick up has his name. And I'm like, wow, that's like, man. And the best song, I mean, the song that they keep playing on the radio, which cracks me up, is You Can Be Lucky in Love. Don't give up. Don't give up. You can be lucky in love. And then the other one is, it's a love thing. Da-da-da-da. Anyway, that's a great song. Okay, but that's my point, is don't ignore the signs. You've asked for signs. You're actually getting them. You are actually seeing them. Some of you are really working hard on your path. You know, you're trying to be vegetarian. You're exercising. I can feel it. Some of you are actually trying to really hard to like meditate more. So if you see something, trust it. This is good stuff for you. And then lastly, this is kind of a funny message. Stretch, and I know you guys are like, yeah, right. It says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for staying by my side and motivating me to take excellent care of my health in all ways. This is also talking, though, about yoga and then stretching yourself to do something new. You know, if you've been considering doing something new for someone or being in a new role, whether it's community, job, possibly for your family, maybe doing, maybe you're going to take charge of the family vacation. Maybe you're going to make the Christmas list. Maybe you're going to help everybody decide to do Secret Santa as a way of saving money. Stretch yourself. Do it, because everybody will listen to you. You've got more power now. That's what I'm hearing. As for Indigo, the person you're inquiring about is Indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural-born leader. It feels like some of you are dealing with some really kind of... and the word I'm hearing is ornery. Like, this person may be you may be frustrated with them because they seem a bit sensitive and a bit, like, particular. They're just saying have some patience because the person can be kind of gifted and may actually help you in some way. The other issue is your children. If your kid seems like they need a special kind of approach, and this doesn't mean that they have some sort of learning disorder, and I'm not saying they all have to be indigo or crystals in order to be good. They don't. They could certainly be spiritual and not be that, okay? I'm just saying that if that's the case, be creative. All of you are creative. All of you are gifted in some way. I just don't believe this hokey crap. Give yourself a break, and pay attention to what you're seeing with your kids or your teenagers, and use a new approach. Like, get in their face. Like, show them that you really care. And the other thing I'm hearing is to remind them that you love them. No matter how much you drive them nuts, please tell them that you love them and that everything that you're doing is for their benefit. So that's the message for that. So it's a much more calmer week, and I can see that they're trying to get us to calm down because of the crystals one, definitely, and with the sleep one, they want us to sleep and stretch. But the last thing I have to leave you with is, and then I will go do the closing prayer. Dr. Doreen Virtue put out the Angel Tarot cards, and I actually managed to get a hold of one of these with Radley Valentine. And I have to recommend them because I was like, wow, I wasn't sure what we were going to be getting into, but I have to tell you, she did a real clever, or I should say they did a real clever job. She put all the archangels into the major arcana for those of you who are into tarot. For those of you who aren't, I'm sorry, just you can tune this part out. And then she put like literally for each card, what you could expect or what might be an action step. I know most of you guys love me for my action steps. She actually puts them in here. So, like, it's great. Like, see, okay, here's perfect. 9 of Fire. It says, there's no accidents. Don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. This actually sums up, if you think about it, the whole reading I just did. There you go. Okay, guys, have a great week. I am praying for your happiness, health, and success. And the gods, guides, archangels, the ascended masters, everyone that's loving and supporting you is surrounding you with pink light and their rainbow light. Please pray for Earth every day. Please pray for everyone every day. Please pray that everyone is healthy and harmonious, that the governments cooperate, that war ends, that Democrats and liberals are able to somehow take control and to help people better understand everyone and to keep social programs up so that the elderly are taken care of as well as the minorities, and that children, disadvantaged children, are given some sort of education. And there has to be a way for us to figure out the budget. There has to be a way for us to do, checks and balances and some sort of trade-off maybe. And maybe we can find a way to save money. The way we've found a way to save money. If you think about it in the hotels where they ask you whether or not they want you to, like wash the sheets every night or whether they want you to save water and do it every 2 nights, every 3 nights. There's got to be a way for us to do this. I keep getting a yes. I just don't know how it's going to happen. And pray for the fact that counseling and all sorts of medicine is more open to alternative ways, and that we're able to save people's health and protect them, and that the food stays healthy and safe, and the water stays healthy and safe, and plants and animals and people. And I will see you next week. Have a great week, guys.